Hi, today we're going to talk about inclusive learning communities. In my most recent blog, I had talked about all the different research put together that I have read and learned about learning communities. In this next blog and through this video, I'm going to show you a new revised visual of all the research that I have found on inclusive learning communities. I have split this into 3 different sections and questions. The first one being components of an inclusive learning community. Once you have components, then it leads to how teachers can cultivate an inclusive learning community, which then can lead to supporting diverse learners in a learning community. And all 3 of these are leading to a learning community. As I go through each of these, I'm going to talk about specific answers that I have found through the research. And the first one is components of an inclusive learning community. The first thing that is important is to be flexible within this space in your classroom. It allows teachers and students to be able to work well with one another when they are flexible. The second is sharing leadership. When planning lessons and activities for your classroom, allowing room to hear and learn from colleagues and to support one another is important. Another thing that is of importance is valuing student learning preferences. This will help to make sure your students are engaged and participating during class. The fourth thing is data-driven decisions. This can be really important within a learning community because it helps to make decisions with other professionals based on data that was taken and can be shown to others with a fair representation. This way you and other colleagues can brainstorm ideas together to make a decision. And lastly, making the space safe for everyone is really important. It helps to have every student feel comfortable within the classroom. This means not shutting down ideas that students have and not making judgments based on what students share. This is proven to make students less shy and anxious within the classroom. Next, we have how can teachers cultivate an inclusive learning community. First, it's important to collaborate with other teachers. This will help to get others' opinions and perspectives on the material you are teaching. It is also a helpful resource to use and help you to continue growing as a teacher. Accountability. Having other teachers to hold you accountable in your teaching and how you are taking care of your students and yourself is an important thing when you are cultivating a learning community. Care programs. As teachers, we need to be aware as lifelong learners and how we can continue to grow in our teaching. It is very helpful to collaborate with other teachers and to learn from them, brainstorm ideas, and get new perspectives on how to teach different content. Another way teachers can cultivate learning communities is to include the components of a learning community within their classroom. How can inclusive learning communities support diverse learners? First off, having differentiation in the classroom can be a way to support all of your learners. Making sure that all your students feel like they belong there is another important aspect of it. Allowing students to interact with one another and to be able to get along and to work with one another is important when including all of the students. And lastly, valuing learning preferences to support diverse learners. This can be important because not all students learn the same way or need to be taught the same way, so being aware of that in the classroom is very important. By doing all these things, we can help to better make an inclusive learning community within our classrooms. Thank you for watching.